Hi guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is the Booktube Journey Tag. This is an original tag that was created by the lovely Katie from Books and Things, and she tagged me and some amazing booktubers to do this. And I feel really honoured because the people she tagged me with, to be alongside those amazing booktubers, has just made me so happy. Like, it's made me feel special, and we all like feeling special, don't we? Now, I'm doing this in honour of the fact that when this video goes live, it is round about my 5-year Booktube anniversary. So yes, that does answer one of the questions, but we'll go over that in more detail in a minute. And so I thought this Booktube, this tag video, will be perfect for it. I was just going to do a general celebratory video. I didn't want to make a big... Yes, last year I did 4 years, and I did the top 4s. The year before that I've done like a tag video. I didn't know what to do this year. I was just going to do a general chatty video, and chatty videos are the ones, yeah, fun. I'll talk about more of that. Then another question. God, I'm talking ahead of the questions. But yes, Thomas is in the background over there, so it's filming this in the school holidays, as always. Should have preempted this. Shh. But he's part of the Booktube journey, because if you think 5 years and Thomas is turning 9 at the weekend before this goes live, and I will schedule this right, because one of my other videos I put up way earlier than I was meant to. Some things haven't changed. I'm still daffy as anything.
I'm weird.
Yes, apparently I'm weird. But the fact that Katie tagged me in this, like I said, it's a great way of celebrating the 5 years, and it does answer a lot of the things that I was going to chat about in the video anyway. And I want to thank, before I start doing the questions, I do want to thank each and every subscriber. The people that comment on my videos, the people, even if you just leave your emojis in the comments, it means so much to me. As you know, my health and a lot of things have changed over the last 5 years. I've had a big operation. Things have really happened in my life, and Booktube has really helped me because it's been a distraction. And Booktube is great. Books and Booktube are a great distraction for all the other stuff that's going on. And you guys are so supportive. I've made some incredible friends, and obviously, again, another prop. But I can't thank I want to thank each and every one of you for your support over the last 5 years. And here's to another 5 years, because you're not getting rid of me. I'm loving doing this. You never know what's going to change over the years. I don't know how I'm going to change, or if I'm going to do what I'm going to do differently. But I know that where I'm at right now, I love Booktube, and I love what I'm doing. So thank you, each and every one of you. Now, Thomas doesn't want this video to be too long because he's playing the PS3, sorry. So I'm going to answer these questions.
Don't say X.
Prompt number 1. Oh, by the way, I will be linking Katie's video with the prompts because, yeah, it's going to be a busy day today, so I don't have time to write everything. But I will link all the channels that I mentioned down below. So, prompt number 1. How long have you been watching Booktube? I think I started watching Booktube about 5.5 to 6 years ago. It was because the fact that my chronic pain was really bad at the time, and Charlie, I think I started watching videos when Charlie from Charlie Brooke Reads started, because she's my little sister. When she started it, she started reading again, and she started watching Booktube, and she talked about Booktube a lot. So when she started on Booktube, I started watching it. And yeah, that's why I started watching it. I started watching because she was talking about all these videos I could watch on YouTube, which I'd never heard of. I'd never heard of the Booktube community before Charlie went on it. And she kind of does push me in certain directions. Even though she's the younger sister, she definitely pushes me. But we both share a love of books, so she started me watching that around about then. How long have you been making Booktube videos? Like I just said, 5 years. And what an amazing 5 years it's been. I hate my Booktube newbie tag. My Booktube newbie tag is posted with like that way, not that way. And it was just, oh my goodness. I'm sitting down in corner of my room, and it was just, oh my God. I look at my earlier videos and I would die of embarrassment. I'm just so, not that I'm putting it now, but seriously, some of my earlier videos, I cringe big time.
Wait, what? Do you?
Yes. So, what made you start making videos? So, I started because of Charlie and some other booktubers that have come and gone that I'm no longer. Yeah, other booktubers inspired me, and Charlie was a big part of it. She basically can direct me in whichever, because she knows me better than anyone. And she was like, I was doing I think I had a book blog thingy, so I was writing I had like a WordPress blog thingy, and I started it that way, writing reviews on books, writing about things like that, and doing it that way. But it's a bit hard with my hands and stuff to write it, and I am never good at putting not that my brain works brilliantly anyway, but I find it hard to write down what I think, because I have had brain damage from birth, so the confidence around my neck and everything. So basically, my brain works faster than my hands, and my mouth can even catch up. But my mouth, as you all know, I'm well and truly a chatterbox, so I find it easier to talk. So Charlie recommended that I start on Booktube, and it's grown from there. Like, how much of it's changed, but she started me, and a few other people did, and I'm glad I listened to them. I'm glad I did, because this has been an amazing journey. Are there any people who have played a significant role in your Booktube journey? There are people that have come and gone, friends that have come and gone, so I don't need to mention them, but Charlie, obviously, from Charlie Book Reads. Katie from Books and Things is one of the first channels I subscribed to, and she was the first channel I watched. I've watched Katie from Word Go. So it's been Katie, Charlie, Ros from Scally Dangling About the Book started at a similar time to me, so we've become friends. We've been friends for that time. I've just remembered Olivia was someone I started watching quite early on in my Booktube community, and she's been an amazing support. She's really inspirational. A lot of the books we both like, so she's had a big part of it. And also, Marissa from Blatantly Bookish. She is someone that I chat on Boxer to, not enough recently. We've both got very busy lives, but she's been someone that I've been a part of my classics journey. She's really inspired me, and she loves a lot of the same genres as me. But they're the people that at the start of have been with me. But now, over the last year or two, I started a group on WhatsApp with a few other booktubers that are my friends. So that is Ange from Angie's Book Chatter, Alice from Alice and the Giant Bookshelf, Charlie obviously, Jem from Gemma Books, Danny from Danny's Book World, and Ros and the lovely Jack from Sped Book Joy, my Waffle Girls. And boy, have my Waffle Girls had a massive part in my journey. They have been there for me through the highs and lows, when I had COVID, when I felt like crap, when my world has been turned upside down by other stuff. They have been absolutely incredible. So I couldn't mention those people, the Booktube journey, without them, because they're my best. They are some of my best friends, and I know they tell me off for being soppy, but I worship the ground they walk on.
So soppy.
Yes, I am so soppy. So yes, so I need to remember to write down Olivia's channel and the Waffle Girls, because it is those people. But so many people have mentioned it, and even if I don't talk about your name, thank you all of you. So prompt number 5, what kind of books do you like to read? You all know the standard is contemporary and historical fiction, but I have recently discovered that I love fantasy now. It's mainly YA fantasy and middle grade fantasy, but I really, really enjoy it, and I'm certainly going to be getting more and more fantasy books, because they are great escapism, and it's something they're like my 3 top genres at the moment. Used to be classics, and I think, but obviously I'm still having my classic slump at the moment, and I do like a little bit of other non-fiction and a few other genres, but I would definitely say, contemporary, fantasy and historical fiction. So how has that changed since you started on Booktube? Fantasy. I would never ever have thought of me as a fantasy lover. It's not the kind of jam that I thought I would like. I'm not that kind of person, but it's one that's really grown me, and it's made me escape. It's a brilliant form of escapism. It's amazing. Even like sci-fi, the fact that I'm now reading the Becky Chambers books, they're things that I didn't expect to change, and that's really broadened my horizons. So next one is, what kind of videos do you like to make? I love doing hauls. Yes, I know I buy way too many books, but I do read a lot, so that's my excuse. I do like chatty videos, so I do like videos where I talk about things that I love and things like that. Sometimes they do well, sometimes they don't. And lastly, I love doing TBRs. I really, really love talking about the books that I'm going to read. I think I have more time to talk about them than on my wrap-ups, because where I read so many books, and I read way more than I set up in my TBR, I don't have as much time to talk about the books on my wrap-up. So I do always put like a couple of lines on Goodreads. So if you ever want to know what I think of them, I always put like a line or two on Goodreads. That's my little thing that I like doing. But if there is ever any books you want me to talk more about, please let me know. I am starting to do individual book reviews, but I find it hard to fit the time because I do work part-time. I have a part-time job, but I have another part-time voluntary job. I have chronic pain, so I'm chronic, so that means I can have good days and bad days and rest days. And I have 2 kids and a house, and my partner works all time, and it can be insane. Like it's hard. It's school holidays, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I've got loads of time, but then time just rushes away from me. And I'm rambling again. I do ramble a hell of a lot. I'm sorry about that. How has that changed since you started on Booktube? Do you think your video making style has changed? Yes, I think I used to do a lot of tag videos, but I don't enjoy making those as much now. I'm going to do this one. But I don't enjoy doing those as much. I think I'm having more confidence in making videos that work for me. So making videos talk about my own personal life, my own personal taste, and realising that it's okay to do those. Like, I always used to think I had to fit the Booktube mould. So I had to do the TBRs, the wrap-ups, the book hauls, and I thought that was it, and the tags. And they were the kind of core strength of Booktube. But I've learned that it's okay to diversify myself and to talk about my stories. I am very much another thing that I think I've become a very big thing is I'm very much an advocate for disability and mental health. So I like talking about it. Doesn't mean it's easy, but I do like talking about disability and spreading disability awareness and talking about mental health because I am a sufferer of anxiety and depression. It's actually, I was looking at my Booktube numbers, and I will obviously talk about that in a minute, but I actually found one of my mental health-a-thon vlogs from donkeys years ago is actually now one of my highest rated vlogs. And I don't know how. I don't know. Would you guys like me to do more about that? Because obviously I do share a lot about my disability and disability awareness, but would you like me to do more about mental health and mental health awareness? Because as a anxiety and depression sufferer, I do find that does affect me. So yeah, I think that's changed. And I've learned it's okay to be me. Stop, Thomas. It's okay to be me, and it's okay to make videos that suit what I like. Number 9, do you script or edit your videos, and has that changed over time? I don't. What you see is what you get. This is me. I am as down to earth as it flipping well gets. I am no good at technology. I am not good at all at it. Thomas is better than me at certain technology things. Mia certainly is better at the editing. I don't know how to edit things. I record on my phone. I do everything on my phone, so I don't have the technology to be able to do all those things. I do edit vlogs. I do now put pictures at the end of like my gratitude journals. I can add pictures and things like that, but I'm not very good at editing. As for scripting, I tend to make notes about what I'm going to say, but that's it. I don't do any more than that. I don't, like I said, script because I wouldn't be able to like keep looking at my notes and keep looking at my phone and doing it all that way. So I would find that too hard. So what you see is what you get with me, and hopefully people will like that. I hope people will just take me as I am. Okay, number 10. What is your most viewed video on your channel? My classics to reread in 2024, and that got 1.8k views. Now to everyone else, that isn't very much. I'm not one of these people that gets a load of views on my videos, but for me it was one I was really proud about. That it was good. I do tend to find that videos on classics do well. But why am I slumping on them? I could make loads more if I wasn't so slumpy with them at the moment. I think it's because I'm trying to read so much, and when I try and put the pressure down about what I'm reading, hopefully that will mean I'll have more time for classics. But that was my most rated. What is your favourite video you've made? My Spoonie story. Obviously I did the Spoonies readathon last year. You would have already seen we're doing Spoonies this year, but it's going to be a month-long readathon. My Spoonies last year, it has quite high ratings on my channel. It made quite a few people cry, which I'm sorry. And it was me telling you my story about chronic pain and what literally is my story from when I had my car accident to currently. Things have changed again a little bit. But my story reached out. It got a lot of people to think about disabilities and stuff, and the Spoonies readathon last year did spread awareness. I made new friends on my channel because of the Spoonies readathon and the Spoonies story. Unfortunately it did make Chris get upset, and Charlie blubbed her eyes out, I think my mum and everything, but it helped spread awareness, so that's the one that I'm really proud about. Do you have a favourite book that you've read because of Booktube? This video's gonna be long. For me, I think it's A Curse of Dark and Lonely, because I would never have picked it up had I not heard of it from another booktuber, and I picked that up and it was my favourite book of the year, and it's still one of my favourite books because it has cerebral palsy rep. The lead character has cerebral palsy, and it had disability rep, and it was one that really got me. I would never have read it if it wasn't for Booktube, and it made me feel seen. The other book that made me feel seen is obviously Get a Life, Chloe Brown, because it was the first book I'd read about, but I read that had chronic pain rep, and that was the first video that made me feel seen on that, so I was really grateful for that. And then lastly, again, I wouldn't have read Get a Life, Chloe Brown if I hadn't heard of it on another channel. And then lastly, Jane Eyre, believe it or not, because if it hadn't been for Katie and Victober, I would never have heard of Jane Eyre. Like, Wuthering Heights is my favourite book of all time, but Jane Eyre is probably now one of the second favourites, because I would never have picked it up from Booktube, and it's one of my favourite books. Like, I've got this here. Charlie got me this for my birthday a few years ago. I am a bird, and no cage ensnares me. I love this. I love this jumper. It is my Booktube jumper. I want more Booktube jumpers. But yeah, so thank you for that. Do you have a favourite Booktube experience to tell us about?
Oh yeah.
Obviously, Katie's book launch last year was one of the best experiences of my life. I'd never been to a book launch. I got to meet loads of booktubers. I got to tackle my anxiety to go. It was one of the best. I had never been to London on the train and done all that. And since then, obviously, we've had a couple of Booktube meetups in London, and they have been the best experiences. Yes, my anxiety flares because I hate trains, I hate travelling, I hate not having control, but I've met some amazing friends, and I've met some amazing experiences, and I've been part of it. I've done these things, I've challenged myself, I've got to go to these amazing bookshops, meet amazing people. It's been the best time of my life, and those are the experiences. And again, doing the Spoonies Readers, on the other note, doing the Spoonies Readers on last year was one of the best, because it did spread awareness and it did its job, so I'm proud of myself for that. What does your bookshop collection look like? If I have time, I've decided I was going to do it, sort of split it in half, but if I have time, I will show you at the end of the video a little clip of that. I'll show you some clips of my video. But yeah, if I have that, then I'll show you. But I've got a little shelf halfway upstairs which has got my contemporary books on it. Then I've got another shelf that's got middle grade YA, thrillers and non-fiction, and some like all my favourite books on top. And then I've got a massive bookshelf in my room which has got all my classics, historical fiction and big books that I've read. So if I've got time, I will link that down below, so you may or may not see that. You'll know before I do, but that's the way it is. What advice would you give to new people starting a Booktube channel? Be true to yourself. Thomas, you can see you in this. Be true to yourself. Make videos that you enjoy and do what you enjoy doing. Do not feel like you have to conform to anything else. But make videos that you enjoy. Be true to yourself. Reach out, ask other booktubers for advice if you're stuck on something, because it's always better to ask for help. But the most important thing is to have fun, because fun, this is what we're here for. This is what Booktube is about, is having fun. Okay, lastly is to tag some people. So obviously I'm tagging all of the Waffle girls, even the ones that haven't made videos in ages. So Ange, Alice, Jem, all of you Waffle girls. But I'm also tagging Kat from Brews and Reviews, because she's another Booktube bestie. Love you, Kat. You're a sweetie pie. Angela from Reading Off My Shelf. She needs more subscribers. Go and subscribe to Angela. She's amazing. I love her. Mwah. To you too. And Kirsten from Reading Nymph. She is someone I met on the Booktube meetups, and again is a really good friend. And obviously, if I've mentioned your name, or if you want to do the tag, do it. It's brilliant fun and it's a great time. If you got to the end of this video, do a book stack emoji, or if you've got a shelf emoji, do a bookshelf emoji. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, bring on my ding-a-ling, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye. So, just a little clip. Here's my video. So that's the books that I've read. And things down there. Contemporary, contemporary, contemporary. Then we go over here. Then to these are books that I want to read, but they're big books that I like showing off. All here. Then we go down. Sorry, I'm not like that. To my middle grade shelves. Thomas is not going to get in the film. YA. Okay, non-fiction, thriller. Now you're going to have me walking around upstairs. Ignore the state of my bedroom. And to the ones that are red up the top. Classics, classics. Historical fiction, historical fiction, historical fiction. And there's a quick look at my big trolley.